Hello and welcome back to another Runaway American UK edition. It's your girl Kelly. In case you're new to this channel, welcome. I previously did the top 10 UK actresses of all time, and I made my own list as well. So now I'm doing the top 10 UK actors of all time. I forgot that WatchMojo always also does like an honorable mention, so I did my own honorable mentions as well. So I have my top 10 as well as my honorable mentions. I'll explain some of my like reasonings as well, and then we'll watch theirs and see if any of mine match up, if our list is slightly the same or not. So I'm gonna go from like bottom to top, and I'll do my honorable mentions as well. Number 10 for me is Dev Patel. As much as like he's like a newer actor, probably in terms of like British actors, I know that there's much more seasoned ones, but I love so many of his movies. Like I love Lion, I love Slumdog Millionaire. There's a lot of movies I think that he's absolutely wonderful in. So I think he's a great actor. I can't wait to see more of his work. I think he's fantastic. Um, Number 9 for me was probably an influence of my mother growing up, which is Cary Grant. She made me watch like every Cary Grant movie there ever was. So I am a big like he's not my favorite actor of all time as far as because I know that he was born in England, but he was raised in kind of America, I think, and he adopted a transatlantic accent. So I actually didn't know he was British for the longest time, and my mom was like, "Yeah, he is British. What are you talking about? How do you not know Cary Grant's British?" I was like, "Why would I know?" But yeah, I love Cary Grant. So I have seen many, many, many films by Cary Grant. Love him. Trying to think of like my favorite one. My favorite one that he ever did was probably the one that he was in with Sophia Loren. Mostly because like I love like a romance movie, and that was a cute one. Uh, so then number 8 would be for me Christian Bale, mostly because of the Batman movies, as well as the fact that I was a massive Christian Bale fan when I was younger because he was in Newsies. I loved Christian Bale. I didn't know that that was him for the longest time, but I grew up watching Newsies. It was one of my favorite musicals from when I was young. And then as I grew older, I was like, wait, is that the guy from American Psycho? Like, that's crazy. Christian Bale, like the dude from Batman is the guy from Newsies. It was a very crazy thought in my head. I was like, wait, what? But love him. Think he's an extremely talented actor. Number 7 for me would be Daniel Day-Lewis. I'm sure that he'll be on this list and I'm sure he'll be ranked a lot higher. I love Daniel Day-Lewis. I've seen a lot of his movies, whether it be like I've seen him in Nine the musical, which I know is not one of his like best movies. Trying to think of I saw Gangs of New York. I've seen My Left Foot. He's been in so many great movies, but I will say like I'm not the movies that he's been in, I'm not as massive of a fan. I think he's a wonderful actor though, so I do have to give him his due, obviously. Number 6 for me is probably like a bit shocking to a lot of people because I'm sure that he won't be on this list. I'm pretty positive. Is Paul Bettany. I think I always say his name wrong. But he was in one of my all-time probably my all-time favorite romantic comedy is Wimbledon. People are probably one of the time is like no one's ever seen it or just like how is that your favorite? And I love him in Wimbledon. Like it's one of my all-time favorite movies. I watch him all the time. Actually, I can't believe I didn't even think to put him on this list is James McAvoy, who's also in that movie, who I adore. He's fantastic. But love, love, love Paul Bettany. Also in Da Vinci Code, obviously he was psychotic in that, but and he was also, I believe, in A Beautiful Mind. He's a very seasoned actor. He's been in lots of different things. I've seen him in action movies as well. He's a great actor. He plays many parts very well. I don't think he's one that ever has been like a mega star, but I think that I always remember him because he's quite memorable to me at least. Number 5 would be Michael Caine. I haven't seen a lot of his earlier work, but I mean, I love him in the Batman movies. I've seen some of his other movies as well. None are coming to the top of my head right now, but I do love him. And his accent is just like he's so distinct. It's like you know it's Michael Caine right away. He's fantastic. Um Number 4, this one will probably be a bit like ugh, to a lot of people, but it would be Henry Cavill or however people want to say it. Again, like my Natalie Dormer, he was in the Tutors. He was my least favorite in the Tutors. Like I kind of hated him, but he played his part well, because I did like dislike him profusely because he was working against Anne Boleyn in the movies. But I love him. I think he's amazing. I think he's fantastic. I love the Witcher series, which he's also in. He was in obviously he was Superman. I never watched those films. I know he was quite good in them, but I've watched a lot of his work, just not Superman, because I'm not a big Superman person. I like a more flawed superhero. Okay, number 3 would be Gary Oldman. I mean, it's Gary Oldman. What else can you say? It's Gary Oldman. Like, he's fantastic. He's great. He's wonderful in everything. He's a also just like extremely funny human being in real life. Like one of my favorite skits ever is, I can't remember what talk show it was on, but he had to like walk pigs. It was or it was yeah, I would think it was pigs. It was freaking hysterical. I'm almost positive it was pigs. It was so funny though. Come on, come on, come on. Number 2 for me, again, this is a influence of my mother, would be Colin Firth. I've seen like every Colin Firth movie. My mom's in love with Colin Firth. So I've seen everything. Like, he does wonderful movies as well as like his acting. He can be quite good. Obviously, King's Speech was fantastic, but he does a lot of like romantic comedies and things as well. He doesn't take, I think he's one of those actors that even though he could do extremely serious movies all the time, he could be like winning Oscars all the time. He also kind of like does some movies that like make me laugh and make me giggle and make me happy to see him on screen, like Love Actually and the Bridget Jones series. Like, he's been in quite a few movies that I adore him in. Okay, now for my honorable mentions. I have Jude Law because, again, as I said, I love a romantic comedy, so or like a romantic movie in general, and he was kind of like the big one in the 90s. He was like a massive heartthrob. Um, so I love me some Jude Law, as well as I loved him in the Sherlock Holmes movies. He's, again, just such a good actor. He's so versatile. And I really do enjoy him. Andrew Garfield would be my next. He's my favorite Spider-Man. Although I haven't, I've like, I've seen only the two Spider-Mans. I've never seen a Tom Holland one. Um, Not that like I'm against seeing them. I just think I kind of grew out of the uh superhero thing. Like, I was really into it when I was young, like a teenager, and then Marvel movies started getting massive and they were coming out all the time and I just never really cared. You know what I'm saying? So all of my friends say I need to watch the new Spider-Man. But love Andrew Garfield. He was in Tick Tick Boom, which is an amazing musical. He's in like I think he was in Breathe, which is one of my favorite movies. He's just or sorry, yeah, he's just phenomenal. He's so good. And then number 1, like my other honorable mention of my top honorable mentions is Daniel Craig, because he's my favorite James Bond. And I know that there's lots of James Bonds, but he's my favorite, bar none. Like, Casino Royale is my favorite, one of my favorite movies, probably in my top 10. And then number 1 for me of actors is Anthony Hopkins. Probably will be on this list. Will be shocked if he's not on this list, because he is quite famous, obviously, in England. He was in my scariest movie of all time, which is Silence of the Lambs. It still scares me. I can't watch it to this day. It gave me nightmares for at least 6 months after watching it as a child. I think I was like 13. So he's quite the good actor. Like, he definitely sticks in your mind. And he's been in lots of other things as well. I love The Mask of Zorro. I know that's not one of his like extremely well like acted parts, but it's still a movie I come back to and watch all the time. So it's one that I see his face in quite often. But I know he's been in a million great movies. So maybe send me a few mentions, send me a few recommendations. Anyways, let's get into this list. Sorry for droning on, but I think it's fun to kind of give my thoughts. And if you stuck around, great. If you didn't, then sorry. But give me your top 10 as well in the comments. Okay, here we go. Let's get into it and see how many of them match up to mine, yeah?
There are reasons why it's
Okay,
called
Ewan McGregor.
Great Britain, and the following are 10 of the very best.
It may feel a little strange at first, but
Never
I think
seen
if you're
Moulin Rouge,
open,
actually.
then you might enjoy it.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 actors from the United Kingdom.
I don't feel this is for me.
For this list, we've looked at
Should
male
know. Like,
actors
that
from the
movie's
United
crazy.
Kingdom who have garnered international fame and success. These are the greatest of all
Daniel
time.
Day-Lewis.
So
There we go.
there are no era-specific
Oh, Liam
boundaries.
Neeson. My
Push
dad
one button and
loves
30
Liam
agents will be
Neeson.
here before you have time to scratch your worthless balls.
The first Taken was so good. After that, I was like, please stop making these movies. Like, I cannot take it seriously. How many people can get taken? Like, the dog is next.
Jerking around before I close you down for wasting my time.
So
Number
good in
10,
the movie, though.
Cary Grant.
There we go. Cary Grant.
I'll be with you in a minute, Mr. Peabody.
If there has ever been an archetype for Hollywood's leading man, then Cary Grant is it. The English actor gained American citizenship in 1942. Such was his impact in the States, and he remains one of Britain's
That's the
best exports.
Philadelphia story.
Ah,
I think.
that's
Yeah.
the old
Love that
redhead.
movie.
No bitterness, no recrimination, just a good swift left to the jaw.
From Bringing Up Baby to the Philadelphia Story to Notorious, Grant could play screwball just as well as rom-com, just as well as thriller.
Say it again, it keeps me awake.
I love you.
He was an all-star all-rounder, and he's our awesome opener.
You don't think a woman can
Imelda-
change?
Who is that? Imelda Staunton?
Change
Who
is
that?
fun. For a while.
No, not
For a
Imelda
while.
Staunton. No, Imelda Staunton. Sorry. Imelda Staunton today. I was thinking of Ingrid. Sorry, Ingrid. Is it Ingrid Bergman, maybe?
Number
I
9,
can't remember.
Alan Rickman.
Pity.
Snape.
Clearly, fame isn't everything.
Is he classically criminal or criminally classy?
You're very perceptive.
Never seen Die
Alan
Hard.
Rickman treads the line between the bad and the beautiful with a skill that very few actors possess.
I can teach you how to bewitch the mind and ensnare the senses.
In Die Hard, as Hans Gruber, he very nearly hypnotizes us into vying for the villain.
What idiot put you in charge?
And in Harry Potter, he flicks
Idiot.
between murderous and misunderstood as Severus Snape.
Why, you insolent little...
Professor.
Even in Love Actually, he
I
manages to
hated
play
him
a
in Love
lovable
Actually,
adulterer.
A
Rickman,
lovable?
We don't know how you do it, but thank you.
I hated him,
Chance of a
but I
dance
love
with
him.
the boss.
Loved him. So sad.
Yeah, sure.
He was
As
fantastic.
long as your boyfriend doesn't mind.
Number 8, Sir Ian McKellen.
Amazing
With a
as
career
well.
as long as Gandalf's wispy white beard, McKellen waited quite a while to achieve absolute superstardom, and he deserved it when it came.
Yes. Your continuing search for hope.
To defend myself of why I don't have him on this list, I've never seen X-Men movies, and I also have only ever seen the first Lord of the Rings because I saw it when I was very young and it was just too hard for me to get through. My friend that's here right now, they're her absolute favorite movies. So she's always like, oh, how do you not
At
know?
the turn of the millennium, he was cast as the evil Magneto in X-Men. But he clearly wanted more than malevolence.
I have made the first move. That is all they know.
In 2001, McKellen assumed the role of Gandalf in The Lord of the Rings and proved as wonderful at being a wizard as he was at being wicked.
I feel like everyone knows that though.
Number 7, Sir Charlie Chaplin.
Oh, Charlie Chaplin. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes total sense. I don't love silent movies, so I think he's brilliant at his craft.
A truly Great Britain, Chaplin is an icon within the UK and an icon within movie history. As his character the Tramp, Chaplin brought style and slapstick together, creating a unique brand of humor that was often copied but never bettered.
He's quite great. He's great.
He was a United Artists co-founder in 1919, a well-known perfectionist throughout his career, and a sometimes controversial figure within the industry.
Zijn ulten zakt de pleerten. From the harten zit dat ene hut. Een herren.
The Kid made him, City Lights made him even better, and the Great Dictator confirmed him as a legend.
I'm sorry for the mishap that occurred to Madame Napoleone at the railroad station. What's that? What's that? I'm sorry for the Napoleone that occurred at the rail.
Madame Napoleone at the railway station.
Number 6, Gary Oldman.
There we go.
Permit me to introduce myself.
A wide cinematic range is a common feature on this list, but there aren't many who can boast a variety of roles to rival Gary Oldman's. He rose to fame playing punk rocker Sid Vicious, gained worldwide recognition for his portrayals of the presidential assassin Lee Harvey Oswald and the notorious vampire Count Dracula.
I am the monster the breathing men would kill. I am Dracula.
And has more recently become known as Azkaban's most wanted Sirius Black.
I did my waiting! 12 years of it! In Azkaban!
It was so
And
good.
Gotham City's good guy,
Yes.
Commissioner James Gordon.
No matches on prints, DNA, dental, clothing.
One of my
is
all-time
custom, no
favorite
labels.
movies. It's so
Nothing in
good.
his pockets but knives and lint.
He makes acting look easy.
I am the last of my kind.
Number 5, Peter O'Toole.
Well, that's a step in the right direction.
Okay.
Scoring a solid 5th place, but falling short of our podium is Peter O'Toole.
Look, let's be frank. I'm not part of your world.
An incredible actor that he should just miss out
Like
on the
Lawrence
top
of
spots
Arabia or
is
something,
reflective
right?
of his career.
The truth is,
Yeah.
I'm an ordinary man.
O'Toole achieved a record 8 Academy Award nominations without once winning the Golden
Ooh.
Statuette. Though the title role in Lawrence of Arabia is probably his most famous, this thespian was best when given epic parts.
My dear old fellow, you really mustn't leap to insane conclusions.
He played Henry II twice, Hamlet once, and though he never won an Oscar, he did win absolute international respect.
It's been a very, very great pleasure. It really has. And may I wish you a very safe and a very happy journey home.
Number 4, Lord Laurence Olivier.
Laurence Olivier. Yes. Obviously as well. Fantastic.
This countdown contains a few sirs, but Olivier is the only lord to make our list.
I humbly thank you.
He took acting to an altogether different level during the 40s and 50s, bringing a particular sophistication to the silver screen.
Thus high by thy advice and thy assistance is King Richard seated.
That he found most success while adapting the works of William Shakespeare is proof enough that he's one of the UK's own, and one of their greatest.
You cannot, sir, take from me anything that I will more willingly part withal. Except my life. Except my life. Except my life.
But the longevity of Olivier's career is also incredible. He was actively acting for 62 years.
Wow.
Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune.
Number 3, Sir Michael Caine.
Yes. Then get on with it.
As a youngster, he was exciting. At middle age, he was excellent. As an older man, he's exemplary.
Oh, you have no idea.
Michael Caine didn't
no
idea.
idea.
Get better with age, but
Miss Congeniality. It's one of my all-time favorite movies, and he's amazing in it. He's fantastic.
because
So
he was
good at
so
it.
good to begin with. As a
was like,
Londoner
well, nothing's
growing up
coming to my
with a
mind, but
clear
he's
Cockney
fantastic.
accent, he might have quickly been typecast.
Good prospects for advancement, is there?
However, Caine proved versatile enough as an army officer in Zulu, dangerous enough as the title role in Get Carter, and charming enough as Charlie Croker in The Italian Job.
But Freddie, this job is big.
Okay.
Charlie.
So there was like the original Italian Job. I've seen the Italian Job with it's like Edward, is it Edward Thornton or I can't remember their names. I know like Charlize Theron I think is in it and stuff. Like yeah, I've seen the new Italian Job, which was great.
You wouldn't
but
even know how to spell big.
B-I-G. That's big.
And those were just the beginnings of a brilliant British career.
Every restaurant, cafe, ice cream parlour, gambling den and nightclub in London, Liverpool and Glasgow will be smashed.
Number 2, Sir Anthony Hopkins.
Good morning.
Few actors possess
Dude,
an intensity,
so creepy
the
in that
likes of
role.
which seems to flow through this man's body when he appears on stage or on screen.
I do wish we could chat longer, but
I see dinner or
I'm
something.
having an old friend for dinner.
Anthony Hopkins can play classical, criminal, and downright creepy. And he does it all with a steely glint in his eye and an enigmatic edge to his tone.
Thank you, Clary.
The Welshman will likely always be best remembered as Hannibal Lecter in The Silence of the Lambs, and with or without his straitjacket, he has been firmly locked up in our second spot.
Oh, and Senator, just one more thing. Love your suit.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan. Now that's a name I've not heard in a long time.
The nation believes that when I speak for them. Yeah, but I can't speak.
I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. If you are looking for ransom, I can tell you I don't have money. But what I do have are a very particular set of skills.
I am Dracula, and I welcome you to my house. I must apologize for not being here to greet you personally, but I trust that you have found everything you needed.
Yours are the sweetest eyes I've ever seen.
I guess I'm a pretty, I guess I'm a pretty sick guy.
Number 1, Sir Daniel
There we go.
Day-Lewis.
By the ancient laws of combat, we are met at this chosen ground to settle for good and all. Who holds sway over the 5 points?
A newly crowned Knight of Queen Elizabeth II's Round Table, Sir Daniel Day-Lewis will be just as proud to take the top position with us.
I have a competition in me. I want no one else to succeed.
His career has length, but
Lincoln,
it
yeah.
doesn't possess particular volume. Day-Lewis is notoriously choosy over his roles,
Yes, yeah.
but he is unfalteringly brilliant in nearly everything he does.
I drink your milkshake. I drink it up.
A meticulous method actor, he doesn't just portray his parts, he lives them. Anyone who can convince us he's Bill the Butcher one moment and Abraham Lincoln another clearly has range and ridiculous talent.
We're stepped out upon the world stage now, with the fate of human dignity in our hands. Blood's been spilt to afford us this moment now.
Do you agree with our list? Which UK actor did we forget?
Whoopsie daisy!
For more blatantly British top 10s published every day, be sure to
Again, I think that there was some fantastic ones that they mentioned that Peter O'Toole is one that I never grew up watching. Lawrence of Arabia, my parents both love that movie. I've never seen it though. So there's definitely some on here. Charlie Chaplin, I do love Charlie Chaplin, but I'm not a silent film person. Maybe I should watch the Dictator one because it sounds like they're speaking in it. But I do think he was brilliant at what he did. So another great list. I really enjoy it. It's so fun. And it's also so great hearing you guys, you should react to this. You should definitely watch this movie, even if you're not reacting to it. I take all of your, recommendations into consideration. And I may even watch a few of them on my Patreon if that's interesting to anyone, if they want to jump over there and watch me react to them. Because one someone said was how can you be a romance fan as well as a Judi Dench fan and not have seen Shakespeare in Love, which I don't know. I should have seen it. I think Gwyneth Paltrow, it's funny because I'm not a massive fan of her, but I did love her in Emma. So apparently her British accent is not terrible, which is a feat because most of ours are not great. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.